that the Senate has been busy with many other things. I do think that there is an appetite on both sides of the aisle to advance these bills, maybe in the lame duck session.
Respectfully, I think you're wrong.
Tell me.
Okay. The majority leader controls the floor of the United States Senate. Whether that majority leader is a Republican or a Democrat, one person controls what the entire United States Senate can consider.
Hey everyone. Today I'm diving into a fascinating Senate Judiciary Committee hearing that reveals the inner workings of how bills really move through Congress. Trust me, this gets spicy. So here's the scene. We're in a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing. Senator Kennedy starts things off politely enough, introducing his interns. Nice touch, showing the human side of politics, but then, boom, he goes straight into questioning about why certain bills aren't making it to the Senate floor. Now this is where it gets good. Mitchell, one of the witnesses, tries to play it safe, saying the Senate's just been busy with other things, but Kennedy's not having it. He drops this truth bomb. One person, the Senate Majority Leader, controls everything that happens on the Senate floor. Whether it's Schumer now or McConnell when Republicans are in charge, it's basically a one-person show. Kennedy then proposes something pretty revolutionary. What if any senator who can prove they have 60 votes could bring a bill to the floor? Imagine that. Actual democracy in action. The witnesses' reactions are priceless. They're practically squirming in their seats, trying not to take sides. The conversation then shifts to patent abuse in pharma. Professor Rai tries to walk this diplomatic tightrope, saying current practices aren't technically illegal, but we could definitely do something about them. The real kicker, our government agencies already have the power to fix some of these issues. They're just not using it.
You really think that's the reason?
Part of the reason, I think, yes, is that the Senate has been busy with many other things. I do think that there is an appetite on both sides of the aisle to advance these bills, maybe in the lame duck session.
Respectfully, I think you're wrong.
Tell me.
Okay. The majority leader controls the floor of the United States Senate. Whether that majority leader is a Republican or a Democrat, one person controls what the entire United States Senate can consider. And I don't mean to pick on Senator Schumer. He's my friend. He is exercising the power that we have ceded to him. If Republicans were in the majority, I feel pretty confident in saying that our majority leader, Senator McConnell, would exercise the same power. Do you think the Senate ought to establish a new rule that all senators are equal and some aren't more equal than others, and that if a senator can demonstrate that he or she has 60 votes to pass a bill, perhaps through the number of the co-sponsors, though that wouldn't be the only way, that senator should have the right to bring the bill to the floor of the United States Senate and allow senators in front of God and the country and their constituents to vote on it.
Senator, you're way over my pay grade.
Okay, you don't have an opinion on that?
No.
Professor, you're an attorney. Do you have an opinion? You don't want to make Senator Schumer mad? Is that your concern here?
That's an excellent question. It does seem to me that that level of control could be not optimal. The level of control exercised by one person.
You're a professor, right?
I am a professor.
Not optimal.
Correct.
Yeah. In the real world, we say it sucks. I came here today to learn, and I have learned a lot. But here's what I'm trying to understand, Professor. Is your contention that because of the patent abuse, your words, not mine, that pharmaceutical drug companies are making obscene profits in the United States?
Thank you for the question, sir. I don't think it's obscene. I think that, as many people have pointed out, in the United States, we do fund research and development for the whole world, and that's a very, very knotty problem. So that's a challenge that I think we all need to take on. I do think that patent abuse contributes to lack of innovation, which might seem counterintuitive, but I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because
Let me
if
stop
you-
you for a second because I'm going to run out of time. You use the term patent abuse. You're obviously using it in a pejorative sense. Is this patent abuse illegal?
It is not currently illegal, but there are mechanisms that we could readily employ to curtail it.
If we passed a bill?
If we passed bills, there's also a lot that agencies can do right now using their current powers.
So why don't they?
They don't, because I think that Congress doesn't adequately push them to do it. So you need to hold oversight hearings, hauling up the FDA and the PTO, asking them why they don't cooperate more, including on the sort of thing that they can already do, which is exchange information, including trade secret information protected by trade secrecy law.
I think the problem is in part within our administrative agencies, like the FTC or...
The FTC is, I think, doing a cleanup job on the back end, but the FTC can only work on the back end. Recall that the FTC's jurisdiction is antitrust. That's after all the bad stuff has already happened. They try to clean up on the back end. We need to nip the problem in the bud on the front end.
The FDA.
FDA can help, and the PTO can help.
Is the FDA doing a bad job with controlling patent abuse?
The FDA considers its role ministerial.
Are they doing a bad job, in your opinion? Come on,
I think
Professor, we're trying to find solutions here. Don't dance around on me. Tell me what you think.
I think they could do more.
Okay.
So, there you have it, folks. A perfect example of how Washington really works. One person holding all the cards, agencies not using their power, and senators calling it like it is. If you found this breakdown helpful, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button on Capital Insights and join our community of political truth seekers. See you in the next video where I'll break down more political drama. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Should one person have this much power in the Senate?